Hello everybody, and thank you so much for joining me back into Farthest Frontier, as we are now on part 2 of my guided playthrough that I'm doing for the full release. I've got the map sheet of what I'm currently playing. I've got it in the description, and also on the screen you should see a link popping up showing the first part of this playthrough. Now I'm gonna guide you through all of the different things that you can find within the full release, and I'm also wanting to build a really good looking city. So off screen I didn't do that much. I've added a few houses, just made a few rearrangements of certain structures, and then you can also see our population has gone up to 191. So we need 200 population in order for us to get the town center to tier 3. So we're getting very close to that. We do need some additional gold, but we've got some traders that's just come in now, so we're going to see if we can trade with them and just achieve the amount of gold that we need in order to upgrade the town center. And then I want to also focus on adding my own animal husbandry. So currently I'm extending the city wall, I'm extending over here, and then I'm also doing some fencing. And in fact I actually want to remove this. Okay, so but this is going to be the fencing for my chicken coop. I'm gonna do a chicken coop right over here, actually multiple chicken coops. I'm gonna all put them kind of like in the same camp. I think it's just easier to manage if we've got them all together. So we're gonna just build one massive or do like a massive fencing for the chicken coops. I want to do 4 of them together, but I'll show you what I intend to do there. But I'm gonna just continue laying out the walls over here, and let's just see what we've got here from the trader. So they are willing to purchase a couple of things that we do produce. So we do produce baskets. I'm going to just sell a whole bunch of baskets to them. I don't think I'm going to sell the pottery because we're not getting good money for that. We can buy cows, but I'm not going to focus on the cows, not yet at least. So I'm going to keep that on a back burner. We can purchase stone from them, which I'm thinking of doing. Yeah, we could definitely use some additional stone. So I'm going to just do that trade. And speaking of the baskets, you know, I do want to extend my production here for the baskets, because we've got so much willow and we need to use it somehow. Now that's one thing, like you cannot destroy resources, not that I'm aware of. So the only way that you can get rid of the resources is by trading it or by producing stuff with it. So we're going to do that with the willow, because I never find traders that's willing to buy the willow. I mean, you can see that we've got currently 1,700 willow. So yeah, we're going to just make baskets, plenty and plenty of baskets, because we do get traders that's willing to buy the baskets. Right, so let's see. Yeah, we've used quite a bit of stone now just for building that wall. So let's just purchase a whole bunch of additional stone, and I'm going to just sell those baskets. We should be expecting another 2 traders to come in soon. Now, yeah, for my next knowledge point, what I'm going to do is I'm going to unlock the animal husbandry, of course. And then from there, I want to continue extending the research over here. So what this basically does is it just boosts the speed of how quickly you can get more knowledge points through the academy. And then eventually we can get up to the point where we can upgrade our academy to a grand academy. So this is really where I want to be, because then we can add like double the amount of workers at the academy, and it will just help us to more easily open up the rest of the tech tree. And I think I've got enough. Let me see my population. We've got a decent amount of laborers available, so I want to also maybe send some laborers out here just to go to this excavation site. I do know that sometimes you've got raiders that will defend that site specifically, so I'm probably going to have to also send my soldiers out. So you know what, let's maybe get going with that.
Right away.
I'm gonna just select my soldiers. I did see there's a bear walking around here. Oh, there it is. Yeah, so I definitely want to take out this bear. Let's go for it, because this bear is gonna cause problems just walking around here so close to my village. Oh, here they come. I'm going going to go after that bear because I think he's going to come back. He's going to circle around on a later stage. So let's just keep all the troops together. And there we go. We should be able to take it out pretty quickly. There we go. Nice. Very easy. Alright, so we're going to just keep the soldiers posted here. And then we can say excavate. And let's maybe... yeah, I'm going to just assign as many as I can. Do all 10. And let's also see what the second trader has got here. I've got some hide coats that I'm going to sell. I know we're not going to get a good price for it. But I'm going to just sell that little bit that we had in the storage. And then we can look at selling soap. We've got plenty of soap, so we can do a big amount of that. I've got a decent amount of bricks, so I'm not going to worry about purchasing some additional bricks. And we can then just use that gold then obviously to upgrade our town center to the tier 3. The gold that we will be getting from the soap. I've got a decent amount of tools. That should keep me going for a little while. At least for another year or two, I would say. So out of my population, let's see here, fit to work. So out of my whole population, only 131 villagers are fit to work. That's actually a small amount compared to my population, which is 191. So yeah, we need those kids to grow up so that we can get some extra hands in here. There we go. Just gonna transfer a whole bunch of gold. We can... let's just see, maybe there's a few things that we can buy over here. Ooh, crossbows. Yeah, I think I want to purchase a few of these. Let's just maybe do 10. And otherwise, the only thing that I can do with this trader is maybe sell some clothing. But I don't think I'm gonna bother with that now. Okay, that's it. So that's all the soap that I can sell. Maybe we should just buy some bricks so that we can sell all of the soap. There we go. That's it. So I'll keep that little bit of gold there in storage. We are now 3 people away from reaching the amount that we need in order to upgrade the town center. So let's just see. They're excavating now here. It's progressing nicely. What I want to do is I want to add another worker here in the temple. So if we've got 2 workers, then we can add another relic. So hopefully we get a nice relic from that. And we're going to get our knowledge point very soon. I'm going to then open up that animal husbandry and then we can set the chicken coops over here. And like I've mentioned, I want to do 4 of them. There we go. We've got that unlocked. So let's see here. Food production, chicken coops. Right. So I'm going to just place 1 chicken coop here for now. I want to see how big the grazing space is that we need for the chicken coops. I can't really remember. But that will help me determine how big we're going to, or how far we're going to stretch the fencing out. I see, this is interesting. So these wooden fences aren't attaching to the brick walls like they used to. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm maybe going to extend the wooden fencing around. Like I initially wanted to do. Let's see, roads and fencing. Yeah. Let's just do this. Roots of the first tree. Let's see. Trees grow 15% faster and the orchards produce 25% more fruit. Beautiful. I wouldn't say it's the best relic that we can get, but it's definitely going to come in handy. So we're going to generate some extra food, which is once again on the low side. I'm going to just tell the soldiers to retreat back to the garrison. And yeah, let's just get this chicken coop up. I'm going to just prioritize the structure. We've got the first chicken coop we've got placed, so now I want to just see how to do the layout over here. Yeah, so I'm gonna place it like so. So the grazing size, I just want to see, how do we do this? I'll select the fencing. Let's take away the grazing area. There we go. That's it. Now I can see what's happening. So let's just see how many blocks are here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. Okay, so we're going to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I'm going to just bring it up like this. So I just want to see, it looks like a perfect square. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, cool. So it's going to be the same this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow, can you believe that actually fits perfectly? I could have just pulled it through and I would have got my 4 chicken coops in, slotted in perfectly. Okay, great. I'm very happy about that. So we can fence it out now completely. I do need to add my gates, however. So we can do one there, there, and then we can do the same on this side. That's it. Right, so they can just carry on there. Now, little by little, ooh, we've got 12 new immigrants. Lovely. Okay, this is going to sort out our labor count. Now, let's see here. I'm going to extend my wall. Let's do this. Actually, let's do this first. I've got to take this road away. And I'm going to extend it like this. So this wall also has to go. There we go. And then from here we can add the gate. And then we can pull the road through. Perfect. I'm going to just add this little stretch of wall because you can see that it's taking 45 stone just to build this little piece of wall. We can, because we've got now all of these extra laborers, we can maybe assign a whole bunch of them just to go and harvest the stone. So let's do that before the winter comes and we are ready to upgrade. So we're moving the town center now to tier 3 and we're going to unlock a whole bunch of nice extra buildings. So let's see, for the amenities we are going to get the pub, which I'm not really going to use, and then we get the theater. So we do get some extra knowledge points once we've got the theater set up. And let's just see for the resources. Yeah, you can see, so there's a bunch of structures. We've got the furniture workshop, brewery, the brickyard. Yeah, I know some of them can only be unlocked through the tech tree, but this is going to help us a lot. Now I should maybe also consider just adding another barracks. And a good place to do it is maybe right over here. Yeah, I think I'm going to place it right over here. Just like that. Now we can also carry on to just take away all of these trees to open up the grazing area here for the chickens once we do have chickens. So they can just go ahead and chop down all of these trees. Right, so we are now on tier 3. Perfect, so that gives us another knowledge point and we're going to carry on just increasing the speed here for the research. So yeah, you can see the speed is going very fast at the moment with the knowledge. So within 5 months we're going to get another knowledge point. Now I want to use the extra bricks that I've got to improve my cellar. Ooh, it is going to cost me quite a bit of gold. So let's just maybe wait until we get some more traders in. We can do some trading and then we can upgrade a whole bunch of our storage buildings. Now we can also see some of the houses are now upgrading to the tier 3 houses. And that reminds me, we should add some more workers here to the clay pit, because we are gonna use a lot of clay for these houses to upgrade. Okay, so we've got our fence or our gate, we've got here the 2 gates, and we've got the 2 gates that side. Perfect. Good, so we've got a lot of workers that's joining in here to collect the stone, which is great. I suppose we can build a coal mine also soon. Yeah, I want to maybe get that going, because we are going to need the coal for a whole bunch of other stuff, like for example making the iron. So our second barracks is up now, and we've got a lot of laborers available. So let's see, we only need 24 in order for the town to function effectively. So the Crimson Company. What is this one called? It's the Crimson and the Green Company. Oh, I think they made a little mistake here. That's definitely not green. At least not on my computer screen. But yeah, why not? Let's call it the Green Company. No, we have to change this. Rename. What do I rename this? Come on. Blue Company. There we go. That's a little bit more appropriate. So we've got our Crimson Company and then we've got the Blue Company. Okay, good. So I'm gonna just go ahead and add 2 soldiers, I think, for now, because we're still kind of like in a deficit here with our income. I don't want to go too crazy, so let's add the 2 light infantry. And I'm gonna just transfer all of this gold from the trading post. We can just transfer all of that to the town storage. Oh, another thing is we also need feed for the livestock. So I'm gonna have to build some additional crop fields. So let's just get another one going. I know I can feed the wheat or the grain. I can feed to the chickens also, not a problem. So I think if I've got 1 chicken coop running, we should be fine. 1 or 2 chicken coops, I would say. And we've got a decent amount of stone again, so I'm gonna slowly but surely just extend our wall. Let's do it like so. Add a few pieces. Now I'm really hoping we are going to get some chickens from one of these traders. And that's just going to help us with the food so much. Okay, let's check this out. So no chickens from this trader. However, we can trade the pottery. So we can sell a whole bunch of pottery to this guy. And I am considering buying some barrels, but I don't know. I'd rather keep the gold out just to do some upgrades for the town. I think that's maybe a bigger priority. Now, interestingly enough, at the beginning, with these merchants coming in, I had a lot of merchants that were selling tomes of knowledge. But now, I don't see any of those terms of knowledge anymore. They're now just basically selling all of these, the relics really. Which is kind of a bummer. Okay, so let's upgrade. I'm just going to do the one cellar maybe, and then also my one storehouse. Be half of the capacity for the stockyard, so maybe we should just go ahead and upgrade this one as well. Okay. Here we go. So what's nice about this space that we've got over here, I can do like another block of houses where I've got an open space in the middle. So we can kind of like do this, right? So we can place it like this. I can do multiple houses down this way. I'm going to just go this way around as well. And now we can use all of the space in the middle. We can do decorative items. We can do statues, plazas, gardens, whatever. We can just add it in there. And we are going to need that space in order to get a decent amount of desirability. So they have nerfed the desirability for a lot of the structures. Where we used to be able to boost desirability quite a lot, you now need way more decorative items in order to get your desirability up. So let's see here. Right, okay, we did sell all of our pottery. I don't think there's anything else of interest. Oh, you gotta be kidding me now. This trader is selling goats. I'm thinking, should I maybe rather build a goat shed? And will I be able to build it in time? That's another thing. You know what? I'm going to try this. I'm going to build a goat barn. I'm going to see if we can get this done on time. And then I think I should rather maybe then just purchase some goats. Maybe that's a better call. Now, I've got so many medicinal roots. We can maybe just sell some of this. Got a big production of medicinal roots. So I can sell some of that and then I can use that money then to purchase the goats. And I'm probably going to just look at purchasing 3 goats maybe. I don't even know if I've got enough money for 3 goats. Okay, yeah, so you can see no chicken. So I want to try and purchase those goats. We just need to get this done. Hopefully we can get it done in time. They're going to leave within 38 days, so... just want to see what else we can sell. Or maybe I must do a little bit more of these medicinal roots. Yeah, let's do it like this. Then we should have enough gold for, I would say, 3 goats at least. Oh, so close to getting this done. I'm really hoping we're gonna get it done. 19 days left. Oh, come on, man. So I'm thinking now, what I'm gonna do is... Okay, they're gonna get it done. Yes, okay. Never mind. Great stuff. So we can purchase the goats now. And like I said, I think I can purchase 3. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, I'm happy with that. Let's just set the grazing area. Right, now we are going to have to change this up a little bit. I'm going to use that as the grazing area. Just want to see if I can readjust the grazing area here for the chickens. Yeah, it's gonna kind of overlap still. But maybe we can do it this way. I want to see how the production is going to be affected if we just place it like this. They're going to overlap a little bit, but I don't think it's going to be that much of a problem. I think this is just like optimal use of space. Yeah, you know what? Maybe we should build the goat shed rather on this side and use the square for the chickens. Let's just do that. I'm going to start laying out the fencing here, and then we can do the goat sheds we can do on this side. And I do want to just flatten the surface a little bit. It's quite steep here. Now I do think I got the goats in the right time, because as you can see the food's on the low side again. And I just want to see, we've got a lot of raw meat, so we must maybe just build another smokehouse. I think that might be a good idea. And now we are producing a little bit of milk from those 3 goats. Now you can't determine how many of them are actually males or female. So I think even if you have 1 goat, you're still going to generate milk. So let's do this. I'm going to add another smokehouse. And I want to add another worker here to the bakery, because we've got a decent amount of flour available. And we've got the 2 smokehouses there now, so let's do... Let's place the smokehouse right over here. Maybe the smokehouse will get rid of some of the poo smell over here. Yeah, so I'm gonna just go ahead and add another goat barn or goat shed on this side. Let's do this. That's it. Yeah, so this side I will then use for the goats, and that side we can use for the chickens. I will transfer all of the goats across to this side once we've got it fenced out and everything. Oh man, got the bears attacking here.
As you command.
I'm gonna just send those 2 soldiers out. Yeah. Okay, so killed my hunter. No, the cheek of that bear. It just comes to take out the one guy and then runs back into the forest. Okay, I'm gonna... Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should do another one of these. Not really sure. Plus 70% non-meat yields from barns. Okay, so that means milk and eggs. That's basically what they're saying. Is going to have a much bigger yield. 70% more yield. That's not a bad one. 20% yield from beans, green crops, and root vegetables. Oh, this is also a good one. Okay, you know what? Let's go for this one. I think we need the crops more, because we need a lot of those crops actually as feed also for my livestock. So that might be a bigger priority. And we've got now this extra crop field, so I just need to set all of this up. just to get rid of all the weeds and the rocks. That's right. So you can see here we've got a lot of raw meat available, so we definitely need a third smokehouse. I wish I could start with the preserves, because look at all of that berries that we could have now placed in preserves. It's quite a nice variety of food that we've got over here. Now I'm thinking of just moving this well into the center over here. And I'm going to do the same with the apiary. We can move this also in the middle here. I suppose we don't really need this worker, so I'm going to just unassign the chicken coop for now. Right, so with that extra knowledge point, I'm going to just go ahead and do this. Just increase the research. And then we only need another 2 knowledge points before we can then unlock the Grand Academy. So it says here we need to be at tier 4 town center, or we need 42 knowledge invested. Okay, so technically we're going to need 3 more knowledge points in order for us to be able to open that up. And then this is another one I'm looking at, the border policies. So this will allow 15% more immigration to our town, which is really good. It's just going to speed your game up so much more and make you reach the level that you want to be quicker. So we also need 42 knowledge for that, either tier 4 town center or 42 knowledge. So we're very close to opening up basically all of this. You can see all of these ones require 42 knowledge. So I've got my goat barn set up over here now, but I'm going to wait before I transfer the goats over. I'm going to just maybe take the workers also away for now. And it uses 10 blocks, the grazing area for the goats. So I'm going to try and fit another one in here. The hunting cabin over here is kind of in the way. So I just want to move this maybe towards the side. Let's just do that. And this road is also going to be in the way. So I'm going to just have to do this. And yeah, I'm going to only bring the road maybe, I don't know how far I'm going to take the road up. Let's see here. Yeah, so I'm going to bring the road. Let's see here. Struggling a little bit here. Yeah, let's just bring it up to around about over here. Okay. So then from here we can do the rest of the camp. Now I need to just flatten this slope a little bit. It doesn't allow me to build the fencing over here. So we've got to flatten this a lot more before we can do the fencing here for the goat barn. Now I can see some of the people are struggling or they're lacking water. You see, you need to place so many wells. It's actually pretty crazy. What we can do, let's maybe do this first. I want to add some additional houses. There we go. I just want to first place all the houses so that I can make sure I don't build over that. There we go. Now from here, we can pull the well. And we get a 79% bonus from this well over here. So this would be good. This will supply us now with enough wells, I think. So let's see, with this first trader, they will buy quite a few things, but they're giving us bad money. The only thing is the baskets, that is looking decent, so we can sell some baskets. The tools, the weapons, and everything else seems expensive, except for the heavy tools. We might purchase some of that. And then the second trader, ooh, this is nice. Yeah, we can sell some shoes and hide coats. We can sell a lot of these. And let's do some shoes as well. I just want to see, ooh, yeah, there we go. We can purchase some chickens, lovely. Okay, this is what I was hoping for. So what we can do, we first need to assign some workers over here. Now chickens breed really quickly. So if you've got a couple of chickens in the one chicken coop, they're going to multiply pretty quickly. And then you can just transfer them over to the different chicken coops. So I'm going to just go ahead and assign 2 workers over here. Because now we're going to start producing eggs, and that would sort our food problem out, I think. So let's see, how many chickens can we buy? Let's go with 8. Buy in stock. Confirm. There we go. Yeah, I think 8 should be fine. I've already fenced it out, so we don't have to worry about predators attacking our chickens or the chickens running off or anything, any of that sorts of things. Yeah, I'm not going to worry too much about anything else. Maybe the heavy tools. I can maybe just buy one of these. I think I'm going to just do that. And we can now sell all of these hide coats. We got some very decent money. And I'm going to purchase some additional bricks. And then this money, I'm going to just go ahead and transfer to my town storage. We need a lot now to do a bunch of these upgrades. So I'm going to upgrade the cellar. Ooh, desirability has decreased for this house. Okay, well, I think if we've got the well placed, it should go up again. And we're going to place a few other decorative items in there. Okay, good, but the chicken coop is up and running. So now we'll start producing some eggs. Let's see here. There we go. Good. We've got a third merchant over here. Yeah, okay, I'm not gonna worry about any of those things. So we can just speed it up. And I want them now just to finish with this well, so that we can boost the desirability of these houses. They also allow me now to upgrade the smallpox, seeing that we've got a tier 3 town center. So a lot of these decorative items, they will allow you to upgrade once you reach the tier 3 town center. So you'll even see these garden trails. They will allow me now to upgrade them as well. I think let's maybe do one. See, the slope is still very steep over here, so I'm gonna have to keep on assigning the laborers here just to get rid of this crazy slope. But once I've got a camp set out for the goats over here, I'm gonna then probably set up a coal mine on this side. Now we should probably look at adding another firewood splitter, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Just add another one over here. So currently we've got 39 knowledge points invested. Going now for the 40th. I don't really know why these people are upset with the desirability. It must be the goat barn that's affecting the desirability. It must be that. Yeah, you can see it really dropped. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm adding a few decorative items. Hopefully that's going to do the trick. So let's see. There's so many nice stuff here with the agriculture. 20% carry capacity for the wagons. I don't think that's necessary yet. Merchant carry 100% more gold, but they pay 10% less for goods. Not something that we need yet. Yeah, I'm gonna just go for this one. Let's just do that. Just so that the knowledge points can accumulate quicker. I've got some raiders coming in again now. At least I've got 2 extra soldiers. So this should be an easier one, because they're coming from the same direction. So I'm gonna just take the blue company. Let's place them here. And then the crimson company can also be placed here. We'll just assemble all of them together. Yeah, they're coming around this side. So they're gonna all attack from the same side. So this makes it a little bit easier. I don't even think we need to gather the villagers in the town center. I don't even think that's going to be necessary. Yeah, so while they do that, I want to just quickly show you. I got another knowledge point. So I think what I want to do is, because I've been starting to struggle with the wells, just supplying enough water in general. So we can maybe do this one. I'm going to do the deep wells. So you can see the fill rate will be 15% more. And then with our next knowledge point, okay, we need another 2. So I'll probably maybe assign another knowledge point here. Yeah, I think I should just do that. So we can do another one at the deep wells, and then from there, I'm going to first go for the border policies, and then from there, we'll upgrade the academy to a grand academy. But let's now see if we can take on these raiders. They should be a lot bigger than they were, but we'll see. I'm still trying to flatten this territory. It's taking really long, but we've got most of the fencing up now, so very soon, and we'll be able to fit then 4 goat barns within this space as well. I did do a little bit of trading here just to boost my gold, but nothing extreme, I would say. Okay, let's see, 34 raiders. Oh no, that's not bad at all. We should be able to take these guys on quite easily with my 14 troops, well-armored troops. I think if we can isolate the small group, maybe go for them first. Yeah, see, they've got very primitive weapons, some clubs and some basic archers we've got here. I've got shields and a little bit of a stronger armor around my soldiers. There we go.
Right away. At once.
Ooh, I might actually lose an archer here. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Wasn't too bad. One villager killed, okay. I think we did pretty well. Now I'm thinking, I did say I want to use that other knowledge point for the deep well. But now I'm thinking maybe I should rather assign it to this one. for all the non-meat production, so basically the milk and the eggs. We can boost that a little bit because you can see the food is still on the low side. Alrighty, and I think the weeds, I'm gonna just let them complete this year maybe, and then I'll start assigning crops to that specific field also. But yeah, food is once again a problem. I think we've got enough flat surface now to close this off. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, so we can do a gate right over here. Oh. There we go. 3 buildings abandoned. Okay, that's fine. We'll get them fixed up again. You see, what I think I need to do is I need to move this goat barn. I need to move it a little bit further up. So I'm going to keep on flattening the surface until we can move the goat barn up. And then I think when this is a little bit further away from the houses, it should boost the desirability more. I didn't think it was going to affect it really that badly. I thought with all the other pretty buildings and decorations that I've got going, it should have kind of counterweighted it. But it's not doing. Okay, I need to take the slopes down a little bit more. Actually such a pain. Oh man. You know, this is part of the reason why I don't like to build on the slopes. It's not just to help with the city itself, you know, to make it look nicer and more accessible. It just takes so long to operate these slopes and to get it fixed, or to get it to a way that you want it or that you like it. So 2 more months, then we'll be able to get the next knowledge point. Great, another 11 immigrants. Okay, so what we can do, we did lose one of our archers, so I'm going to just reassign an archer over here. And then I'm going to keep the rest of them. I'm going to just leave them as laborers for now. In fact, what we can do, maybe we should just add more farmers over here. Just do another crop field. I think once we've got these 6 crop fields, this should produce more than enough food. Alright, so here we go. So we can see now they've operated the ground. It's looking good. We just had the flax, so maybe we can do this. We can change the grain. And then I want to see, maybe we should do some carrots over here. Yeah, let's do it like this. I'm gonna do carrots, and we can then also do something else that increases the fertility. So like for example the peas, we can just move up. This will increase the fertility, so I'm going to do it like that. And then here we can produce some additional flax again. Yeah, flax is looking much better now. We need to keep that flax production up for both the clothing and for the paper. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to move the goat barn up now. I can finally do that. So let's just see if this is moved up. It should affect the desirability. Make it a little bit better. But listen, I can understand. Goats, they really stink. if you've ever been close to a goat barn, you will know that you are close to a goat barn. Okay, yeah. That's looking way better. Okay, so they should be able to rebuild these. Mark building for immediate repair. Now, why can't we mark these? Oh, there we go. It's automatically improved or rebuilt itself. I think I'm going to eventually move the goat barn even further up. We can still set the grazing area for here. The grazing area itself does not affect the desirability of the houses. It's just the barn itself. Right, so there we're gonna go. And we're gonna just do this one. Artificial selection. That will boost our milk and egg production. Now the camp is done over here. I think what we can do is we can move this barn, we can move over also towards the side. Yeah, let's just maybe place it over here. Why not? I'm not going to spend too much more time just flattening this area. I'll just place like the 4 goat barns. I'll place on random locations. And as long as we do the pastures, like fit them in perfectly within the square, then that's fine. Doesn't matter really where the goat barns are. Total knowledge invested. Okay, so we've got the 42 knowledge invested now. So this will allow me now to have the border policies opened up. And that's definitely the one I'm going to go for. Now, seeing that we've got such a good population, let's maybe do some extra exploration. Right? So we can send somebody over here. Just go ahead and open up the map all around. And if we find another bandit camp, that would be good, because then we get a lot of nice loot, obviously. And if we find like some salvageable scrap or something, that will also possibly give us some knowledge. Okay, so with this trader, I'm gonna go ahead and sell some of my baskets. And then we can also sell the pottery. Ooh, we can purchase goats. But I don't think I'm going to bother with that. Maybe, yeah, maybe I'll purchase 1 or 2 goats, I think. Ooh. Found a bandit camp right over here. And we also found, let me just see, a salvage site. Beautiful. So we can get some additional knowledge from that. Yeah, that was what I was hoping for. So we've got the bandit camp and the salvage site, which we can then use. Great. I just want to get this crop field going. Okay, good. We're gonna get some carrots from that. Yeah, I'm gonna maybe go ahead and just purchase 1 goat. Why not? We've got currently a population of 4 goats over here, right? I need to change the grazing area. Let's just move it over here. I've made the camps a little bit too small, but it's not that big of a problem. We're gonna move it over there. Actually, you know what? let's maybe purchase another 2 or 3 goats, and then we can just assign it to the other goat barn. I'm going to assign 2 workers here, and then they'll multiply a little bit quicker. We can actually go ahead and sell even more of the pots. The production is relatively quick. So let's do 3 goats, iron stock, and yeah, we can assign them there. Now finally our money is going into the positive. Can't remember when last I saw a green on this side. Okay, let's sell this pottery. There we go. Right, so we've got a decent amount of gold. I'm going to just keep it in there for now, just to see if there's anything of value that I can purchase from this trader. Doesn't look like it. We can, however, we can sell a lot of herbs. So I'm going to just go ahead and do that. Herbs and honey. I'm just going to transfer all of this across. Yeah, we can trade that. Yeah, there's really nothing else of interest that I'm going to buy. Maybe some meat. Our meat is on the low side. So then at least we won't have to worry about food for quite some time. So I'll maybe purchase some meat. Now I'm only going to use the blue company to go out to this location. Where's the bandits? There we are. Yeah, I think the blue company should be sufficient. And let's just send our workers to salvage this as well. So let's maybe make it 10 just to get through it quickly. Now we've got another trader. I just want to make sure there's nothing that I would maybe be interested in. Let's purchase. Just gonna purchase the raw meat. It's much cheaper, so let's do that. We got a lot of villagers that came in now. Oh, we can sell some soap. I'll definitely sell some soap to this trader. And we can purchase maybe another 2 or 3 of the heavy tools. And I'm not going to worry about purchasing hauberks or weapons, because now when we get that salvage site and we also destroy the bandit camp, we probably will get some hauberks and weapons in any case. So yeah, I'm not going to worry about that. I'm just going to sell the soap. And I see my wood is a problem now. Where's my work camp? Oh my goodness. Okay, this is why. So we've got to just change this. I'll probably need to set up another work camp. Maybe just get going with that. Let's do another work camp on this side. Right, so I've got my blue company here. Let's just quickly go and take out this bandit camp. I wish there's a little bit more control that we could have had with the troops. Like with the formation. Can't change the formation here.
As you command.
Yeah, see, now they're gonna take out my archers because my archers was facing this side. Okay, well at least I only lost one. There we go, plenty of loot. Weapons, hooverks, like I said.
It will be done.
Okay, perfect. Right, so that is done. I'm gonna just send them back to the barracks and we're gonna have to get ourselves a new archer again. Here we go. We can just sell that soap. Great, okay, so we've got plenty of gold. So what we can do now, we can also add ourselves another 2 soldiers on this side. Here we go. And I just want to see when this work camp is done. Let's just maybe chop down a few of these trees. I want to keep these trees out of the camps, preferably. Ooh, and we got a lot of knowledge points by taking out those bandit camps and getting the salvage site. Okay, this is great. So we're going to go for definitely for the border policy. I'm going to go for the Grand Academy. And the cheesemaker. Oh, this is a good one, eh? Let's do the cheesemaker and then we can start with these foundry stuff. Like doing the foundry, yeah. I think we need to get the blacksmith and the foundry. We need to get that also set up. I'm going to just say confirm. Let's do it like this. Right, ooh, okay, we actually need glass to upgrade this academy. I forgot about that. And I'm gonna go ahead and just purchase 1 additional heavy tool. Came here to the boars den. But I must say the boars aren't nearly as aggressive as they used to be prior to the full release of this game. I don't see any other salvage sites. Oh, I do see a sand deposit over here. Only 900. Oh man. Okay, you see now this is the one thing about the lowland lakes is you're not gonna get a lot of sand. That's for sure. Let's just explore these points as well. Now I would say we've opened up almost half of the map now. Alrighty, so I'm going to just move them across towards this side and we can add another 2 workers. Yeah, we've got more than enough laborers. I think from here we can start with our brick production. Okay, so in order to get the brick production going, we're going to have to first build the charcoal kiln. And I'm going to go ahead and set it up right over here like so. And then we're going to definitely need another firewood splitter. Actually, no, we did place another one. I'm going to just need to assign another worker here. Possibly. But let's just first place the brickyard. I'm gonna just work with what I've got now and just see if it does work or function effectively. So let's place the brickyard and we can start just generating our own bricks. We can also maybe add another 1 or 2 workers here for the clay, seeing that we're going to use more of that. So you can see there on the mini-map at the bottom, we've got all our explorers walking around, just opening up the map. I'm hoping to find another salvage site or a bandit camp. Either one will do. Got a lot of minerals here. Oh wow. We can probably look at extending a bridge over here to get to this side. Because yeah, look at this, all of this iron. Yeah, this is amazing. We've also got a rich gold deposit. Yeah, this is pretty neat. I think I definitely want to extend the bridge towards the side. Just gonna let them explore that so that we can see where to connect the bridge. Oh, we've got a wolf's den over there, so I'm gonna maybe just send the worker a little bit further up over here. So I found another excavation site over here. So I just want to make sure that there's no raiders that's going to attack me this year. So usually they come quite early within a new year. So when we get to, I would say summer, midsummer, then I can send the workers out then just to go do the excavation over here. Hopefully we can get a really nice relic. I want to see where the predators are attacking. Oh, it's probably a wild boar. Yeah, I think it's on this side. Okay, good. But we've got now a really big chunk of the map explored. Got some new villages coming in. And we've got also the traders.
Yes.
Right, so the brickyard is up. And we are producing the coal as well. I suppose we can maybe add 4 workers here to do the coal. We've got enough workers. And we've got now another knowledge point. So now, this will be the first thing that I want to unlock is the foundry. And then the next thing would be the blacksmith forge. Yeah, we can just get that going. So let's see, there's a couple of things that we can sell to this trader. Soap, shoes and baskets. Hopefully there's some nice things that we can purchase as well. Because he doesn't have enough money to give to me for all of these items. Oh man, he's got horses, which would have been great. What I can do is I can purchase bricks though. This is gonna help me a lot. It's only 9 gold for the bricks. So that's good. So now that I've got the camp out here for the goat barns, I'm going to add myself a charcoal mine. Here we go. So I'm going to place this right over here. And then we can also place ourselves an iron mine. And this has got to be placed much higher. I'm probably going to need to build myself another wagon shop. Because these workers are going to travel really far. There we go. So what I'm going to also do is I'm going to build myself a temporary shelter right over here. Because we've got the sand also that we can harvest. So if we've got a temporary shelter, kind of like over here, if we get a storm or whatever, or they get hungry, then at least they've got the food stored there. And we can also create a water point. Right, and then from here we can set up the iron mine. I'm going to place it right over here like so. I think then it's got access to both of these deposits. And together we've got almost at 2,800, which should keep us going for quite some time. Alright, I've got a villager coming here now, just to explore this territory. I don't think it's necessary anymore. Remove flag, yeah. We can see now what's happening over here. We can actually start building bridges. Let's see, roads and fencing. I don't know how we're going to build this bridge. Unpathable terrain. Unpathable terrain. Slope too steep. Now you see, this is a little bit of a problem. Area unexplored. Oh man. Okay, well we have to get rid of this some way. Okay, so let's just purchase a whole bunch of bricks. I'm gonna maybe go ahead for 100. Suppose we can sell some candles to this person. Yeah, and then all of these other stuff is way too expensive. I'm gonna just maybe do a few tools. I know it's super expensive, but I'm gonna just do a few, just to have it. And now from here, we can look at adding ourselves the foundry, so that we can make the steel, or the iron, the smelted iron. But we're gonna have to let this crop field run for another year before that's gonna be right. But this is looking good. Our food production overall is not so bad anymore. Okay, so let's see to do some additional decorations over here, or upgrades on some of the structures. So I'm gonna go ahead and upgrade the shrine over here. And let's just maybe upgrade this well also. And then we can upgrade this garden trail. Okay, so that should give us a decent boost in desirability. You can see some of our houses has already upgraded now to the tier 3. And we do get a nice tax bonus from these houses. And they look pretty nice. We can also look at upgrading the festival pole. That's an easy one to upgrade. And it does give a nice boost in desirability. So yeah, finally we've got somebody that's willing to buy herbs again from us. I'm gonna sell a whole bunch of herbs. And ooh, this is something new. Eternal Ice of Amatok. Food spoils 25% slower. I can't ever remember seeing this one, but I like it. Food spoils 25% slower. Ooh, I'm really tempted to buy this. I'm very tempted to buy this one. See, let's maybe just sell some of our honey as well. Then we'll definitely have enough coin or gold to purchase this. Yeah, I think we should just go for it. Let's see, the chicken coop, yeah, so this one's almost full. So that's what I'm talking about. So these chicken coops, they multiply, the chickens multiply so quickly. So I kind of like regret not having the chicken coops sooner. They are really a good food source. And the chickens also don't live long, so once they die, you do get some additional meat. Let's just do it right next to that one. Okay, we've got a coal mine up. See, our labor count is going to drop now again, which is fine. I expect it to drop. We can add 4 workers there to the iron mine. I'm thinking we can maybe for now just take 1 or 2 workers away here from the clay pit. Okay, let's see here. So we can sell all of these herbs. And then we can purchase this thing. There we go. Discover all wild relics. Yeah, you see. I've never seen it, and they've confirmed it now. I'm gonna purchase a few crude weapons. I don't think we're gonna use it, but I think it's just nice to have. There we go. We might as well just sell some more herbs. Leaving in 23 days. Hopefully they can get it there in time. Go. Good stuff. Right, so the iron mine is up and running. I'm going to maybe just send a villager to just explore that region over here so that we can get that blackness away. I want to try and get a bridge through to this side. Yeah, because if we've got this bridge up, I mean, then we've got access to all of these iron deposits. There's 2 clay deposits, that's not too big of a deal. But we do have some gold here also. Yeah, this is really good. Right, now for another chicken coop that we've got set up over here. Let me just see here. Okay. Right, so we can transfer some of the chickens. Let's just do it like this. Confirm. Boom. Okay, now they're going to multiply much faster. So you can see now that we've upgraded some of the decorations. The desirability has boosted a lot. So we've got more houses now that's upgrading to the tier 3. So what we can also do is these plazas we can upgrade. They're also relatively cheap to upgrade, so might as well upgrade these ones. And while we're at it, we can extend our wall, our fortified wall also. We've got some additional stone. So I'm going to take it up. Let's bring it up to here, I would say. And then we can pull it across. Just want to see something. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We're going to take it up 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Here we go. Let's just do a little bit of an angle for the city. And the small park, I'm going to just go for it. I've got a lot of gold now, so I'm going to upgrade the small park as well. And I'm going to transfer a lot of this gold through to my town storage. And I see we're starting to get rats now. I should have expected that. So we can place ourselves a rat catcher also here somewhere. I think this is a good spot for it in any case. Let's just build a rat catcher. So we can sort that out. Because they will dig through your storage or your resources in your storage so quickly. Now I'm thinking now I want to build this bridge. But I forgot that we've got an infinite iron deposit right over here. So we probably won't even go that far. Unpathable terrain. Oh man. Yeah, see, this is a very awkward angle. Keeps on saying unpathable terrain. I think it's just too many slopes. Too many slopes. Oh, they actually do allow us to do the bridge. You know, there's certain games that you play where you just drag the road and it will automatically convert into a bridge. But I should have actually just selected the bridge, which is here by the tier 3. Oh, there we go. Okay, so we can build a bridge. Now, as I was doing this, I'm also thinking maybe it's a good idea not to build it, because otherwise, if we've got a bridge here, this will just be another entry point for the raiders. So the lake does kind of create a natural barrier. Okay, so we've got the rat catcher. So I'll just move this one rat catcher around wherever we've got rats. Once our income is a little bit better, then obviously we don't have to worry about that anymore. We can cover the whole radius. And now we can do the smithing with that extra knowledge point that we've got. So let's see, resources. No, not the foundry. We've got the foundry. Blacksmith forge, there we go. So I like to kind of always place them together like that, back to back. We are low on laborers, but that should be sorted out soon. I just got a notification now saying the raiders are preparing for a big attack and they will also have battering rams. Now I think we will be fine because I've got now these extra 4 soldiers, and so my combined military is now 16 troops. And it's strong troops. I mean, they're much stronger than the raiders, so yeah, I think we should be okay. Now I want to see here, we've got everything that we need in order to build a theater, and we can get additional knowledge points by placing the theater. So I want to get this set up. We've got plenty of gold. It is going to give us a monthly cost to the theater. So we are going to be a little bit of a deficit, but that's fine because we can do plenty of trading. So let's just see if we are going to set up the theater. This is a pretty good spot though, right here at the top. We will probably set up another one here at the bottom, but I think for now, having a theater over here, or maybe even here right next to the barracks. Kind of funny to have the theater and the barracks together, but it's not a bad spot for it, to be honest. It fits in perfectly. And you can see that it really affects the desirability of everything. Everybody's going to be happy to have a theater there. And I think it will also bring an influx of new villagers if we place the theater. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to set it up over there. We can transfer some more gold across to the town storage. Now I can see our food is running low again. The one goat shed, we've got 4 goats and we've got 5 in the other one. So they take much longer to breed than the chickens, obviously. But I've got to look for more means of making food. Maybe even adding another orchard here. Alright, so I can see these crop fields are... They are now on the level that I want them to be. So I can start adding all my different crops. So what I'm going to do... Let's maybe look to add the beans. Okay, it does give us extra fertility if we've got the beans. And they are quite good against the heat. So in the middle of summer we can place them. And then for the second here, I just want to make sure that I do place the right thing. Okay, so we've got flax there, beans. I think I made a mistake over here. So for this year, I'm going to do the grain. Let's do the grain. And then we can do the flax. Here we go. I think then we've got it pretty well balanced then. Let's see, now we can sell some of our clothing, which I'm going to do. We're going to get a good amount of money for the clothes, yeah. And, ooh, they do actually sell a tome of knowledge. I haven't seen this in a really long time. So we can sell that clothing. We should be getting enough gold from the clothes, and I'm going to sell some of my candles. Then I'm definitely going to purchase this. It's also on a special. How convenient. Right, our theater's almost done. But we should see a lot of houses upgrade themselves now. Because we're going to get a really big boost in desirability. I want to actually see how much it's going to jump. Let's see here. Oh yeah. So there's quite a few houses that went over the threshold now. And we've got that extra knowledge point now from the theater, of course. So let's just do this. We're going to sell that. And the clothing. There we go. So now we've got enough point to buy this. And I'm going to just sell the rest of the clothing. There we go. Right, and with this trader, there's nothing of interest that I'm going to purchase. Except for horses, of course. But we're going to have to wait a while before I can purchase that. So we can sell some of our soap. Right, and just like that, we got another 2 knowledge points. So I've got my blacksmith forge. And I've got the foundry. 10% work to produce. Glassmaker. This will come very much in handy. And then it will open up the ability for us to do the preservist. Should maybe increase the strength of my soldiers as well. Unlocks armory. Ooh. Yeah, you know, maybe we must do that. Let's unlock the armory, and then I want to do another one for the food. Okay, I'm gonna just maybe go for this one, the artificial selection. I'm gonna expand it just a little bit further. Yeah, let's do that. then we shouldn't have any issues with the food. I'm gonna just send my laborers to take this stone maybe. Let them just start harvesting all of this stone. Because as you can see, I've only got 5 currently. Oh man. These fortified walls, they take so much stone. Let's just upgrade this storage as well. Ooh, yeah, I'll definitely purchase some tools. Let's do this. There's nothing we can sell. I suppose I can sell some of my weapons, but we're not producing any yet. No, let's just keep it like that for now. Right, so what I'm going to do here with the blacksmith forge, I've got 2 workers assigned here. And let's just see how our iron is looking. So we've got 21 iron. Okay, it's a little bit on the low side. And you know what? We are producing weapons now. So I can maybe sell some of these weapons. Maybe let's sell 9, I think. We are going to get a good amount of money for that. So we can add some more workers over here. I can see I'll add 1 worker over there and then maybe another one here to the mine. And once we get the next influx of immigrants, I'll build myself a sand pit over here so we can start harvesting that as well. I'm gonna upgrade these flagpoles. We've got enough resources and gold, I think, to upgrade these. I'm gonna do that. Let's just sell those weapons. I'm gonna transfer the gold. Just most of it. And we've got some more of the houses that's upgrading now to tier 3. You can see the desirability in general is looking really good now between all of these houses. Now I'm thinking of adding myself another watchtower here at the bottom. Right over here. That's a nice spot for it, I think. Seeing that we've got the storage here as well. Now, of course, for us to get the town center to tier 4, we are going to need 400 residents. But it's not really that big of a deal anymore to get to the tier 4 because we can access all of the knowledge points except for these top ones. We need to unlock it via the tech tree. But the rest of them, we can unlock these ones. You can see all of these ones, they can get unlocked. I'm thinking, I want to maybe go for this one, just to decrease the cost of guards and soldiers. See if that's going to maybe push us into a positive. Nah, doesn't look like it. Okay, but I definitely needed to research that one. We needed to bring that cost down. Let's see, desirability. We've got some of the houses that's already, this one's at 80, 84. Yeah, so those ones are looking good. Maybe it can be a good idea to boost the town center to tier 4, because in order to upgrade the temple we're going to need a tier 4 town center, and I think it's also the same for the theater. Yeah, we're gonna need that tier 4 town center. Right, so we've got a decent amount of extra stone. I'm gonna just maybe bring the wall up to around about there. I think we can just go ahead and add another gate over here as well. Let's just extend the road through. Here we go. Yeah, so the food seems to be holding up pretty well. And now that I've got the extra iron, I'm thinking of starting to build some statues. There we go. We can start building some of these statues, just to also boost the desirability even further. That's going to be 15 iron, 500 gold. Yeah, let's do that. Give us a nice boost here. I'm probably going to just have to move all of this up. Let's do that. Oh, got the bear attacking me again.
At once.
Here we go. Sort him out quickly. See, during the winter time the firewood splitters are really struggling. I'm probably going to have to set up another one. Yeah, let's just go ahead and do that. You see, I want to actually add myself the forester camp, or the forestry. I don't know, no, it is called the forester camp. So the research is called forestry. But if we can get the forester camp going, we can assign more workers to chop down trees and get stone for us. But now, you see, I haven't focused on this at all. So we're going to need 3 knowledge points in order to unlock this. So I'm going to have to start going into this one. Within the next 5 months, we're going to get another knowledge point. Hopefully we get some traders that's going to give us that tome of knowledge again. I still need to go to this excavation site, but I'm expecting a big raid to come at any moment. Our words weren't even called yet, and here they're coming. Right, so we've got to determine from which side the battering ram is coming, because that's going to play a big role. I'm going to just purchase some of the tools over here. Let's just do it like that. And I'm going to transfer some of the gold to the town storage. We can probably sell a little bit more soap. I'm going to do that. Right, so the blue company, we're going to have to move towards this side. Let's see, we've got 41 raiders. Okay, if the battering ram is on this side, which I think it is, we're gonna maybe have to take all the troops up. Well, this is quite a big group of raiders. Oh, here they come. Yeah, this is a pretty big group. And they're splitting up. That's not good. I'm gonna try and meet them here in the middle. Ah, there we go. We're definitely gonna lose our archers again. That's fine. Only got 4 troops here. So what I'm gonna do with these 4 troops, I'm gonna move them right to here, so that they're relatively close to the town center and the lookout tower. Okay, so we've lost already 2 soldiers over here.
It will be done. Right away. It will be done.
Okay, they're retreating. Good. Right, okay, so this is really what I wanted, so that they can just come in range with the towers.
Right away.
So that will just give me a little bit more support. Yeah, I see, they're gonna go for this vault.
As you command. At once.
There we go. I'm gonna just tell them all to retreat. I lost 2 of my archers. That's not too bad. Where's that notification now? I want to see the stats from the raid. Oh, man. Anyways. Wasn't too bad. Okay, so we can sell... I'm gonna definitely sell some of my planks. That's just building up. And we can sell some pottery. And we can purchase a Tome of Knowledge from this trader, which is great. I'm gonna definitely do that. And they've also got tools, so let's maybe look at selling more of the planks. We've got so much. Bury 100 dead. Okay, now you've got to keep in mind, I got now that accomplishment or achievement, but they did reset it at some stage. I think it was a couple of updates ago, like 3 or 4 months ago. So now it looks like I'm starting all over again. Let's see now with the statue up how the desirability is looking. Yeah, that's pretty good. Now in order for the tier 3 houses to go up, we need I think 80. Oh, 80. 80 on the dot. Okay, that's not too bad. Thought it was maybe like 85. Okay, so let's sell this pottery. And we can sell the planks. And then we can purchase this Tome of Knowledge. It's quite expensive, but it's worth it. I think even if it's marked up, it's still fine. And I'm gonna go ahead and just sell a little bit more of the planks. And yeah, I'm gonna go for this one like I mentioned. We're going to get another knowledge point very soon. And then we can open up that forest camp. We have to get that going. Hide coats. Yeah, I know we don't get as much for it, but I'm thinking I'm gonna just go ahead and sell some. We're producing so much of it. And then also the baskets we can sell. And the shoes. And I'm gonna go ahead and purchase some sand. Alright, because we don't have a lot of sand production going here. I've literally only found this deposit. And then this deposit here at the bottom, which is so little. So we're gonna work through that pretty quickly. So I'm gonna be forced to purchase sand from the vendors. Right, so let's go ahead and buy some of the sand. My goodness, I told these people now to go away. It just popped up so quickly and it was right in front of my mouse. Ugh, gotta be kidding me. That's so frustrating. I had this huge influx of immigrants. And it was right in line with the selling button. They've got to really change that. Oh man. Oh, that sucks big time. Okay, I'm gonna just leave it like this for now. We can keep those shoes in the trading storage. We will get traders again that will buy shoes, and we can transfer a whole bunch of this gold over. So I really wanted to bring those villagers in. You see, now we've got to add a lot of sand to all of these crop fields, if you didn't know. Because we had the lowland lakes, all of these crop fields have got like a high clay content. You've got to kind of like add sand just to get it to the right level. Gee whiz, I'm so upset with those villagers that came in. The button just popped up so fast. Anyways. Let's see. Oh, this is actually funny. I've got the deer now in my camp. So this is not a bad idea to set up a hunter over here. I think I'm going to just go ahead and do that. Let's add another hunting cabin. Okay, so I can purchase sand from this trade as well, but I'm not going to bother with that. Yeah, there's nothing else of interest. I think what we can do is we can maybe start sending our villagers to just go and excavate this. And we definitely need to send our soldiers out as well. Just to protect them, really. And let's add ourselves another 2 archers. Oh, look how nice the academy is looking with these upgraded flagpoles and the plaza. That's really cool. Gonna just go ahead and upgrade these gardens as well. Right, so you can see all the villages going, and I've got my military units. Oh, here it is. Okay, cool. So I hope they can do the excavation quick enough before the winter comes. Don't want them to get frostbite or anything. Yeah, we've got a lot of our children growing up now, so that's good. So we've got 43 laborers available. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to systematically add more workers into the crop fields, just to make them also kind of more effective. Oh, right. And then for the goat barns, we can maybe also add some workers. And then for this chicken coop, let's just add another worker there. Okay. That should be fine for now. Let's see how far they are. 72%. Okay, progressing nicely. Might actually take this one away. The root of the first tree. Ooh, we've got raiders approaching. Okay, so you see, ooh, this is what happens. That's a stupid relic, by the way. It's like the worst relic to have. The Ark of the Vengeful Dead. Oh, what a stupid one. So I think what I'm going to do is, what I wanted to say was, I'm going to take this away, and I'm going to maybe look at adding this, the Eternal Eyes of Amatok, instead. Because I think our food production is better. And I'm going to just keep my hunter over here, like that. There we go. So I know this is what they do, the raiders, like they wait until you're very close to finishing with the excavation site. Then they just pop out of nowhere. So that's why I sent my troops out as well. That's something that you've got to keep in mind. When you play this, don't just send your villagers out to these excavation sites, because the raiders might just pop out. Right, so we got ourselves another knowledge point, and I can finally now unlock the forester camp over here. So I'm going to do that. Just say confirm. Okay, so we can upgrade the work camps now to the foresters. And then what I want to do, obviously I still want to focus on pushing my military at the same time, but I want to unlock this economic monument. It's the most difficult one to unlock between all of the monuments. So you can see that we actually need 4 different other research done before we can unlock this. Now this civic monument only requires 3, and then also the Gates of Valor also requires only 3 in order to unlock it. But here you can see we're going to need the guilds, the favored nation, the selective breeding, and then also the intensive animal farming. Well, these will all count in our favor in any case in order to get better production and also to get better sales. So if we do the favored nation, you can see that the selling price from the merchant is going to be 10% less. So I mean, that's a good one to have regardless. And I want to now also, while I keep on expanding the city, I want to actually, let's add some more walls over here, right? So this is going to be kind of like the border of the city on this side. I'm just going to expand it up to around about there. Now I've got to just see where this joint is. I want to make it kind of like a diamond shape, or I don't know what you would call it. But I'm gonna bring every corner, I'm gonna turn in like with a little bit of a diagonal effect. So I just want to make sure that I keep it the same on the opposite side as well. So yeah, there we go. I just want to see where the line is going to be. So I'm going to just make a road here. And this will kind of like determine where the road or the wall is going to go diagonally. Alrighty, so let's just quickly fast forward this. I do want to get the academy also upgraded, and we need to get our glass production going. Now we've got the sand mine over here, and I think I should just maybe build a sand pit, just get that going. But as I've mentioned also before, I'm most probably going to have to import a whole bunch of sand, because we don't have any other sand deposits around. It's only this one that I can see, and yeah, there's only 900 sand, so that's very little. So we're definitely going to import more of that. Let's see, where's the glass works? Alright, so we're going to have to unlock it. Is it this one? Yeah, the glass maker. Alright, so I'm going to maybe do this one next. I'm going to unlock the glass maker because we're going to also need the glass to unlock a whole bunch of other stuff. Actually, to upgrade the manors. Okay, so here you can see the rat catcher is pretty much covering this whole territory. But I'm going to need a second rat catcher to cover this side over here, where all my storage is going to be. I want to add another stockyard. Let's just see, yeah, let's just put it over there. And then eventually we can add some more cellars, but I think here, yeah, our storage is still pretty good with the cellars and also with the stockyard. It's our storehouses or warehouses that's the problem. They are getting filled pretty quickly, and I think it's more to do between the grain and also the willow that's taking up a lot of the space. Let's see here. So there's no storage in here. You know what? I want to actually tell them to not accept the grain. Okay, so I don't know why they accept the grain. I'm gonna just untick this, so you can untick this, so then they won't bring the grain to the storage over here. Because the grain's going to go off quicker if you keep it in the storehouse or the warehouse. And they've got to just transport all of that across to the granary. And we've got our wagoneers that's going to do that. And speaking of that, we also need to build another wagon shop, definitely. And we can just squeeze it also here to the next to the trading center. I want to move this blueberry bush because I actually want to do like a blueberry farm. We're going to use our forager shack. We're going to make like a little blueberry farm. As we continue just pulling the wall up, I'm going to make myself a little blueberry farm. Now see our smokehouses, they're not coping as well. I maybe need to build another smokehouse just to get rid of all the raw meat. It will just help the food to last longer. We're getting plenty of eggs now from the chicken coop. That's really nice. And there's the milk that we're getting from the goat barns. I'm gonna definitely have to rearrange a few things over here, so the graveyard is definitely gonna be in the way as we pull this road or the wall up. And I'm gonna move some of these structures, I'm gonna move down. I think I'm gonna just maybe quickly do that, just rearrange a few of the structures while I'm off screen. I just received another knowledge point and I've used it now for the glass maker. So we're going to look for a location where we can place that, and I've pulled the wall all the way up over here. So we're going to bring it up to this point. It's a little bit longer than the bottom one, but that's fine. And I'm going to do the same on this side. So I actually filled 17 blocks. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Here we go. And then we're going to connect it on this side. There we go, perfectly measured. Right, so I'm going to cut it off over here. Then the city will be fully fortified. And what I want to do is I've got my barracks on this side. and I've got another one on that side at the top, and I'm going to then maybe do a third one over here, and then I might consider placing a stable on this side. Now we're going to use this space on the outside of the wall. We can place additional orchards and farming fields. What's nice about placing all these crops, and even if you've got livestock husbandries, that acts as an extra barrier for your city because you've got the wooden fencing. So it's going to be more difficult for the bandits to get through, or the raiders. So yeah, that's why I actually like to do my city layout like this. And also it's not so far for the people to walk if you surround them with all the farming areas. It's just the most practical way to do the city layout. Okay, so let's see. I did sell some of the soap, and we've got another trader now that's willing to buy herbs. So we're gonna go pretty wild with the herbs. We collect so many herbs in one here, so just want to see. Bloodied Stone of Edric the Innocent increases villager unarmed attack damage. Okay, I'm not gonna worry too much about that. Okay, so we can purchase some tools. I am producing my own tools, but obviously not fast enough. We're gonna have to wait for more villagers to join our city before we're gonna do a proper amount of tool production. So let's just do it like that. I'm gonna buy 20, and I want to buy myself another heavy tool. I've actually stopped my own heavy tool production just for now until we got a good iron production going. Then I'm gonna start doing the heavy tools by myself. So if I do get a special like this, I'm gonna just go ahead and buy it. And yeah, let's just maybe do another one, because the glass maker is also going to use heavy tools. Right, and otherwise we can maybe just purchase a few shields. I'm gonna go for 4. I would say that should just keep us going for a while, and then we can sell all these herbs. That's it. That's pretty much all the money from this trader, and they've got nothing of interest for me, so yeah. Okay, so let's see here. We need to boost our iron production here. Let's see how our labor account is looking. We've got 34 laborers available, and we need 31 for it to function properly. So I suppose we can add another worker over here to help with the iron production. Okay, I really like the fact that we've got now the city fully walled out. That's really cool. So that gives me a better idea also of how I want to expand my city. We're gonna obviously look for a location for the monument. I'm guessing more towards the side, because this economic monument I think is also gonna act like as a trading center, if I'm not mistaken. I've only built the civic monument before, so I haven't even built this one yet, so I'm not really sure how it's gonna work. But it does kind of look like the trading center, just a bigger version. So I think it would be a good idea to have it maybe somewhere on this side. Okay, so there's nothing else that I'm going to trade. I'm going to just leave it like that. Now I've also upgraded my work camps now to the foresters. So we've got them going, and they will start replanting the trees also now. So I'm not going to have the need to move them again. I think they can stay here. We've got a decent amount of stone, which they can harvest. And we're going to just let our stone build up now again. And then once we've got a decent amount of stone, then we can just seal it off right here at the top. And I'm going to look at adding maybe some extra watchtowers at a later stage when we do have more population. So let's see where we can place the glass maker. So I'm going to maybe put it more somewhere towards this side. In fact, I'm going to move the hunting camp. I'm going to have to move it out. Okay, well, the deer's on this side of the fence. So let's just maybe move it down to this location for now. And the foraging shack, I'm going to move it to just outside of the city wall. Let's bring it all the way here. And just to open up the space here, and then we'll place the glass maker. I think it would be a good location to have it. If I'm not mistaken, I can't remember if it uses firewood or coal to do the glass. I think it's coal, so it's got sand and coal. So we've got our charcoal kiln right over here. So it's going to be easy to produce the glass, because everything is in close proximity. Got our stockyard also here, which will probably fill with a lot of sand that we're going to buy from the traders. And I just want to quickly check here again. So we've got 35. All right. So I'll probably have to add, we've got now only 2 workers here by the sand pits. I'm going to add 1 more. And then we'll add 2 workers for the glassmaker. Okay, nice. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with what we've got going over here. I think the border of the city looks really nice. Just having that diagonal angles doesn't make it look too blocky. And there we've got 4 new immigrants. Okay, this is great. So I'm gonna just go ahead and add another worker here by the sandpit. So we can have 4, and then maybe we can consider having 3 people working at the glassmaker. So it's the same length as the stockyard, which is great. So we're gonna fit it in right next to it. Now we do require, oh my goodness, we need 155 bricks and we need 15 iron. So this is gonna take probably a lot of time just to get that built. Let's maybe add another worker here by the brickyard. Our clay is still looking decent, but just to give them the benefit of the doubt, I'm going to add another worker here to the clay pit. We've got so much housing left for the people. You can see here, with the current housing that we've got, there's room for 383 people, and we've got only 288 now currently. Yeah, so I feel like at this stage of the game, the progression is kind of slow, in my opinion. But at least we did do that research. Where's this? The border policies research. Yeah. So that is going to help us. Now I want to open up the policies tab over here because I think we've got new things unlocked. Here by the civic. Yeah. Villagers consume 50% less food, but happiness is reduced. Okay, yeah, I don't really want to reduce the happiness. And our food is looking good, so we'll maybe just use that in case of an emergency. Let's see. Lookout towers can hold 1 additional guard, but the upkeep is increased. Okay, now we don't need that. Production speed is increased by 20%, but chance to injury can occur is increased by 30%, and the town happiness is also reduced. Okay, now I'm not going to use any of these policies, so I think this tab is going to stay the same for quite a while before I decide to add any other policies. So we still require another 44 bricks and another 10 iron. Yeah, okay, so let's just see our raw iron or iron ore. We don't have a lot of that, so maybe we should just add some more workers there. Our labor force has increased now, so let's just fill it up. Gonna fill it up over there, and we can also increase our workforce over here. So now we've got a full workforce. With this foundry, we might have to build additional foundries because there's so many things that does actually require the iron. So especially once you get to the tier 4 structures, then it's going to get pretty crazy. But then we can place ourselves a deep mine over here, and that should keep us going for quite some time. Now I think with the deep mine, I'm speaking under correction, but I think you can have up to 12 workers that can work in the deep mine. Forgot the amount of workers that you can add there. Right, so now currently we've got 61 stone. So we can go ahead and just kind of like complete the city wall. Yeah, we can do it like this. So what I like about this is that even though you build the gate diagonally, you don't have to have a diagonal road for them to go through. So I'm very happy about that. I'm gonna just maybe go for the gates for now, because it does require a lot of stone just for the gate. It says here the slope is too steep, so let's flatten this out. Here we go. And then we can add ourselves a gate here also. Maybe let's just go for bordering it off over here. Let's just do it up to there. Here we go. And you can see I've moved my graveyard here to the top. We've still got a lot of space left. We've got a capacity of 96 villagers that we can add here to the graveyard. And I think once we're at tier 4, I'm going to build myself this thing, the crypt. So I think that boosts our space with another 500 or something. But yeah, then we're not going to have to worry about building additional graveyards. I don't want to unnecessarily take up all the space with the graveyards. See, is this a bear? Oh man. Just gonna call the Crimson Group. And then he killed my hunter there.
At once.
Just take out this bear. It actually looks so cute, the bear, how it's wiggling its body when it walks around. But they are a pain. Oh my goodness. They are such a pain.
As you command.
Where's my troops? Oh, there they come. Get out, take it out, take it out. Come on, catch it, catch it, catch it. I want them to catch this bear because it's going to come back on a later stage if I don't kill it now. Oh, they're not going to get it. Oh, anyways. Okay, well, let's leave that for now. Got a new trader, so let's see what we can trade over here. Oh yes, the hide coats. So this has been one of my best trading commodities, is the hide coats. I get really good money for it, and because we've got so many hunting spots, we produce a lot of it. And then we can buy some bricks. Lovely. Okay, great. Well, that's what I like to see. I'm gonna just go ahead and sell the hide coats. I think I'm not gonna bother with anything else. You see, this is what I'm talking about. Now we've got the bear. He's gonna keep on coming back. Such a pain. And we've got another knowledge point, so I'm very tempted to also unlock the canning, because then obviously we can do the preserved foods. But let's rather unlock these ones, okay, so that we can get that monument open. Because this thing is going to take a lot of resources to build. So yeah, but it will be beneficial to us. As far as I remember, you get another trader, so you can get up to 4 traders that can come. And then there's a few rare items, additional rare items that they can sell through this. So maybe we can get more terms of knowledge if we've got this thing. And then we can in any ways unlock a whole bunch of the other technology much quicker. So I'm going to do this, the favored nations one. And now we're going to get better buying prices or selling prices. I think it's better selling prices. Yeah. So I think it was, if I remember correctly, I think it was on 17 or 18 and now it's pushed up to 22. So the trader doesn't even have enough money to buy all of these hide coats. But we're going to purchase a whole bunch of bricks. So let's do that. Oh, and I see the purchase cost is also less for me. Much less. Okay, this is great. Now I'm glad that I did that research. Now this is going to really help us. So now what's going to also happen is that when we do buy the sand, it's going to also be way more cost effective. Because we are forced to buy the sand. Because of the lack of sand pits, as I've mentioned. So yeah, but I'm going to just leave it like that for now. We've got a decent amount of bricks now. We should be able to finish the glass makers. Let's just see here. So our labor force, yeah, that's looking really good. So I want to look at adding a few workers with all of my different production. So here for the weaver, we can add another one. And we can do for the pottery, we can add another one. And then just want to see the candle makers on this side. Let's add another worker for the candle maker. So I want to just systematically fill up all the slots. And now what I want to also do is I want to explore more of the territory over here. It's highly likely that we are going to run into more bandits, which is fine. But the thing is, we can also get that salvage sites. And if we get that salvage sites, that's more knowledge. That's the easiest way just to get additional knowledge. And we've got a good military force now just to go and send them out, you know, if there's any danger. I'm going to just do this. I'm going to explore all of these territories. Got another trader coming in over here. So you can see here now that I've moved the chicken coops and the barnyards, the goat barns, not the barnyards, the goat barns, the desirability for these houses has gone up quite a bit. So what I can do is I can maybe look at adding another statue maybe over here, a big statue, and then that will also boost the desirability significantly for this side. And we've got our theater over here. When I do upgrade the theater, that's going to also boost the overall desirability. So let's see, for this trader, we do need to purchase tools. Okay, I know there's certain structures that does require tools. So let's just purchase a whole bunch. Now it's going to cost a lot of gold now, but I'm going to just do that. And we can purchase one more heavy tool. The shields are on a special, so I might as well just purchase a couple of shields here. And ooh, we can buy iron also. Let's just maybe sell a few things. And then I'm going to purchase the iron as well, because yeah, the production is a little bit on the slow side. And there's a lot of things that we require the iron for. I want to add a few extra statues just to boost that desirability. You can see pretty much all of the houses here in the middle has upgraded to the large houses. But now for us to upgrade them to the manors, we are going to need the glass. Well, or the furniture. Glass or furniture. But we need the glass to upgrade the academy. So that's what I want to get going. Let's see here. So we've got 38 laborers available. So we can probably just add another 2 workers over here. Why not? And then we can accumulate all the resources that we need just to upgrade that academy. You can see now with the meat, I mean, look at this. The meat is going crazy because now what's happening is that we've reached the full capacity for the coops and also the full capacity for the goat barn. So now any animals that gets born extra, they will cull the older ones. And so that's where we're getting all that extra meat from. And our immigration has also been going up now quite a bit. So let's just maybe look at adding another smokehouse. I'm probably going to have to look at adding some more firewood splitters. Let's just add another worker here for this firewood splitter. Then we've got 6 of them. And yeah, so let's do another smokehouse. Just to keep up with all this meat that we've got to smoke. Oh, we've got raiders approaching. I think what I'm going to do for this Crimson Company, I'm going to add another 2 archers. And I'm going to send all of the guys. They're only coming to attack from one side, looks like it. Yeah. Okay, well, this is great. It's probably going to be a big force that's going to attack. But we'll send all our troops towards this side. And then the Crimson Company, we're going to also move to this side. There we go. Predators attacking. Oh, okay. Well, that's fair. We're probably going to lose this villager. And, ooh, there's a lot of stuff here. So we did find a salvage site. And we've also got 2 excavation sites. Oh, that's great. Okay, so once we've dealt with these raiders, I'm going to send my villagers up to just go to that salvage site here at the top. We're going to have to send our troops with them because, yeah, we've got this wolf den. And ooh, we do have extra sandpits actually here at the top. Also 900 here, 1200 here. So yeah, none of them are great really. This is a good one. But it's still not that great. I would rather just import. That's going to be less hassle. We need more builders now. Okay, so I've got all my troops here. I'm going to just keep them here until the raiders come. We've got an infinite clay deposit here, which is not really that big of a deal. Predators attacking. Okay, yeah, this is now just from exploring all these territories. Here we've got another salvage site. You see, this is what I'm talking about. So now if we go to these 2 salvage sites, we're going to instantly get another 2 knowledge points. So that will help us to quickly move up to where we want to be, opening up this economic monument. So this is going to be another 2 research here, which is going to help us with the food production, of course. And there's another 2, so it's 4. Wow, so we need at least another 4 knowledge, and then maybe another 2 or 3 that we're going to need with these ones before we can unlock it. Oh, and we also need the guild hall, so I need to still unlock the bookbinder. I want to see, where is these raiders? They're taking forever to get here. Oh wow, okay, we've got an infinite sand mine right over here. Now that will come in handy, but it's so far from our actual city. 49 raiders. Okay. Yeah, they come with a battering ram. Okay, so this is why they're attacking from one location. The wolves are attacking them. Beautiful. That's what I like to see. And they're actually not attacking the wolves. Okay, I really like that. So they're actually taking out some of the raiders. There's already 2 lost there. Yeah, they come. But we'll be able to deal with them. I mean, we've got 12, 6, so we've got 18 troops. We've got strong troops here. Crops lost to the disease. Disease or pest. Let's just see what we've got here. Powdery mildew. Yeah, so I think we do need to research like some sort of technology also to help counter the diseases.
Your orders?
They're taking extremely long to get here. Yeah. Just want to see. We've got an infinite stone deposit also here at the top. So this is a really good location. I think what we can do... No, I don't know if that's going to work. It's just too far from where we are. We can see the first raiders are coming in. I'm going to move all my troops up. We've got to just keep an eye for where the battering ram is. They're going to obviously try and come through this one little gap that we've got over here. But the battering ram might come from a different location. You see, yeah, they're very strategic, so they came here towards the top. So the rest of them are going to try to get in here. But we'll deal with them quickly. We definitely have enough troops to take them on. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go straight. I'm going to just start attacking. See, these troops are better armored than the previous raids that we got. I'm going to just ring the town bell over there. Alright, I'm going to have to send them in here. We're going to have to send them in to counter this battering ram. They're going straight for the tower. There we go. Wow, this is such a big raiding party over here. Okay, we've got them. I've lost 5 troops and there's another 2 leading out over there. See, 5 villagers killed. Oh my goodness. But I don't think we did that bad, you know, compared to how big the raiding party was. Okay, but let's just send all of them back. So we lost 1 archer, and we lost all of our archers from this party. I'm starting to think I must just maybe build light infantry instead of archers. But no, the archers are very strong against the normal military units, the normal foot soldiers. And I see here they come to fetch the 1 person. Oh, there's 2 of them. Okay, great. So we might actually save the lives of 2 of these people. Okay, great stuff. Right, so I've got currently now 42 laborers available. So we can definitely add some more soldiers. Let's see here. So we lost 1 archer over here. Gonna just replace that one. And then we've still got all our light infantry, and I'm gonna just then replace the 4 archers. There we go. Right, so I'm gonna wait for the winter to pass, and once the winter has passed, I'm going to send them out to these salvage sites. So we've got 1 salvage site over here, and then we've got another one on this side, and that's going to give us another 2 knowledge, and we're very close to receiving another knowledge point just from the research that they're doing here. So currently we still require some glass, and we also need 150 stone. So I'm going to send some laborers out just to go harvest some random stones, so that we can just fill up that stone amount, so that we can then upgrade the academy. So wherever we can find stone, I'm going to just let them harvest that. There we go. Alright, you can see here's the 2 soldiers going to the healer's house. And I think we've basically opened up about 70 to 75% of the map now. We can still find some decent stuff on this side, by this block here. Yeah, the food is looking really good. So look at all that smoked meat that we've got. And we've got a lot of beans as well, which is great. And our glass, we've only got 10 glass, so I'm thinking of just adding maybe more workers to the glass maker. Yeah, let's just add 1 more. So we've got nearly enough glass now. Just want to see, it's at 45. Okay, so that's good. And we'll be able to upgrade the academy very soon. And I've got a lot of stone, so I think I can just go ahead and complete the wall on this side. So let's just see. The fences, there we go. We can build it like that. I'm gonna maybe just take away this road. There we go. We'll add some more gates on a later stage, but for now I'm gonna just wall it off completely. Want to make sure that it is going all the way. Yeah, I think that should be fine. Okay, now what I also need to build, I've already done the research for the armory, but I still need to place it, so we can just look for a spot for the armory. Maybe more towards this side. What is this here? Oh, that's my storage card. Just hiding here between the trees. Let's maybe move this. Yeah, and then I'm going to place my armory. I'm gonna maybe just go ahead and place it over here. That's it. Okay, we almost got our next knowledge point. Now there's something that I want to do here as well. I want to maybe just upgrade my towers to watchtowers. And then I've noticed something which I didn't see with the playtest. But you can upgrade the watchtowers now to battlement towers as well, which makes them obviously way stronger. And I think you can probably put more guards in these towers, so they'll be able to shoot more arrows at a time. So that's quite nice, and I think with the big raids that we're getting, you're going to want to have these around. And then the citadel technology here, this will upgrade our barracks to a fort. So I need to look at also maybe getting to that point. But in any case, let's maybe take our soldiers. I'm going to bring them through here to the salvage site. And I'm going to send my workers also out to start doing the salvaging over here. It doesn't look like there's any predators around here. But I'm going to just keep my troops close. And then when we go to the other salvage site, I'm going to let them just take out this wolf den over here. And then we can just go for the site as well. There they go. Alright, so now officially our city is fully fortified. No more gaps in between. We just need now some additional defenses really. We've got some of the houses upgrading here because I upgraded my market on this side. Okay, let's see. So we can sell clothing and herbs. Ooh, and we can sell honey. Saying it's not selling at a good price, but I do want to get rid of some of the honey. Just to open up the storage. And we can sell the herbs. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to purchase some extra pelts. I know we do have a good production. But because I'm going to start producing the hauberks and the shields, we're going to need those extra pelts. Because we're going to really dig into those resources. Let's just do that. Okay, we're going to sell some clothing. Good. And our population has gone up now to 318. So we're getting very close to the population that we need to get to the tier 4 town center. And here we can upgrade now the academy. We've got everything that we need. 1,500 gold. Wow, it's really pricey. But let's go for it. That's going to boost our knowledge much quicker. And just want to see. So let's go for this one. So we get extra meat from cows. 10% birth rate for all of the animals, pretty much. So this is a very good one to have. But then also this is nice because it's more resistance to the droughts and the heat for the grain crops. So that does give you a little bit more flexibility of how you want to plant your crops. Okay, so let's see, they're starting to salvage here. So we're going to get another technology or knowledge point. Nice. Oh, we didn't actually get a knowledge point this time. Still fine, we did get good resources. Oh, I thought it's like a given that we do get the knowledge with that. Yeah, let's just go for the pelts. I'm gonna just purchase all of that. And then we can sell our honey. There we go. We pretty much took all the traders' money. And let's see for this one. They're selling the hauberks. So I want to maybe do that. Let's purchase 4 of that. Don't want to go too wild. And we can purchase 1 heavy tool. And then we can sell. Yeah, I'll maybe just sell some of my pottery. And we can add another worker here to the pottery. Right, so we've got that salvage site. And
As you command.
oh, yes, another infinite sand mine. Okay, so this is a little bit closer to us. This might work. If we use that sand mine, that might actually work. We can build a temporary shelter like in between the 2 locations. We can add some extra wagon shops. But this location, this one might actually work. Let's just take out this wolf den. See, we've got a bear here. Man, he actually caused a lot of damage for my one soldier here. It's my one archer. Just quickly take out these wolves. 17 extra people. Lovely.
As you command.
Oh my goodness. I actually took out my one archer. Oh man. I wasn't paying attention there. Oh wow. Okay, so we've got 2 salvage sites here. That's great. So I'm gonna just send my villagers to collect this one. Once that's done, we can also go for the other one. Hopefully we can get some additional knowledge. This is the first time I got a salvage site that didn't give me the knowledge. Okay, so let's just sell that. Okay. There's nothing else I'm gonna sell or buy. Now we did get a lot of villagers in now, so what I'm going to do is I think I can fill all these up. So we can fill up our pottery, we can fill up on our weaver, and also for the candle shop. And then I'm gonna add some more workers here for the armory. Let's see, we've still got a lot left. So let's do that. And we now need an additional archer. There's actually a research that we can also get over here that allows our archers to equip themselves with the hauberks. You can see here, archers can equip the hauberks. So yeah, that is actually much needed. Okay, so we can sell to this trader, we can sell bricks. I think I'm gonna maybe do that. We don't get a lot of money for it though. Yeah, you know what, I'm gonna just leave that for now. They're still busy with the academy over here. Now for the saw pit, I'm going to have to maybe build another saw pit over here. Actually no. Our plank production is still fine. Okay, now I'm not gonna worry about that. But when we build the furniture shop, here it is, the furniture workshop, they're gonna take a lot of the planks. So let's just see if we do build this, how it will affect the plank production. It doesn't have a detrimental effect on the houses, so I'm thinking maybe I should just squeeze it in here. Obstructed by the road. It's not obstructed by the road. Okay, so I'm gonna do the furniture workshop over here. Yeah, let's do that. You can see that we've got food supply now for 4 months. And yeah, we're struggling with the meat. The smokehouses really can't keep up with the meat production that we've got going now. So let's just add ourselves another smokehouse. I'm thinking of maybe just purchasing another heavy tool, because now we need heavy tools for the furniture workshop as well. Oh, and yeah, we can add extra workers here for the foresters. That's something we can also do. Because you can see our wood production, the logs is going down a little bit. Here we've got our first villagers coming here for the salvage site. And here's another big sand deposit. So with this specific map, you can see there's a lot of sand, like more to the outskirts. But here we've got an infinite supply. Yeah, I'll probably do like a trade route over here for the sand. And I'll have to place maybe 1 or 2 temporary shelters in between the actual town and where the sand pit is. Now I'm going to place myself another rat catcher. We've got enough money now to do that in any case, so let's place another rat catcher over here. And then I want to see if there's any other amenities that we can build that will also help to just give us that knowledge. Only in tier 4 we can build a library, which is going to help with that. Oh man, it's another wolf den. We can actually send our workers or soldiers down here. This villager decided to go through the wolf den. Oh, also no knowledge. Okay, so maybe they cap you. After you've retrieved a couple of salvage sites, then they don't give you any more knowledge. There we go. Alright, so that's sorted out, so we don't have to worry about the villagers getting bitten there. Here's the other salvage site. Let's just bring them up. Okay, right, I think we've got enough time to salvage this before the winter comes. And we're going to just say prioritize. And we've got our second rat catcher up now, so we can cover this whole territory. Over here. And we can do the same here at the top. Cover most of it, at least. And we've got our academy now upgraded to the Grand Academy, so now this will allow us to add more workers here. Let's just see. Okay, so we are short of laborers now. So I'm going to just leave it for now. When we get those extra people coming into the town, then we'll just appoint them here to our Grand Academy. But look how nice that looks. And what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to just add plazas all around. Medium plazas. Just 2 medium plazas here at the back. And we can just bring it all the way around. I think it's going to look really nice having the red pavement here. And then we're going to need the small plazas just to fill that little space there. Here we go. Yeah, I think this is going to look nice. Now we need more people here for the clay pits. We're starting to run out of clay. I didn't even see that. Oh, we've got a very big clay deposit over here. So let's maybe go ahead and add another clay pit right over here. So we've got another wolf den, so I just want to quickly get rid of that. There we go. And oh, we've got a big bandit camp right over there. Oh, so you see, this is going to be a problem because now they're not going to come to the salvage site with the bandit camp being there. So I'm going to take my Crimson Party. I'm going to also bring here. We're going to need more soldiers because they've got strong towers. So remove as target. Let's do that first. Yeah, we're going to have to take out this bandit camp. Because now what the villagers do, fortunately they've made the AI in such a way that if they get close to any bandit camps, they will immediately turn back. So we're going to just stop them from going to the salvage site, and then we're going to first take out this bandit camp. But now from here we can now just systematically start upgrading all of these plazas. It's going to look really cool. You can also upgrade the this road to a paved road. But let's do this. Just upgrade all of these. Okay, we're just waiting for the rest of the troops. They're completely disorganized. I don't know why. Okay, but there we go. So we've got all our troops. I'm going to send them in. Let's take them out. Wow, this is a big camp. Wow. 4 towers. It was a good idea that I took my other party also to come with. Yeah, we're gonna most definitely lose some of our soldiers here.
It will be done.
Wow, okay. No, this is very bad. Oh wow. Okay, now we lost a lot of our soldiers. Okay, so we definitely need stronger troops. There's one trooper still attacking. Come on, dude, you've got to go back. Retreat, retreat. There we go. Yeah, we're not gonna win here. Oh my goodness. So we're probably going to need heavy infantry to come in there. And now we're short on laborers as well. Okay, well that really didn't go well. At least we took out one of the towers. But wow, I didn't expect them to have 4 towers. I want to add some extra housing, so let's just see here. I want to keep it within range of the market. So we can maybe do another block of 8 houses on this side. Because we're going to need that extra space. You can see our cap is currently on 397. So we want to get that over 400. 3, 4, there we go. Okay, we're going to just do a block of 8 houses over here. We can bring the road around. That's it. Perfect. So you can also see here I moved the plazas and the gardens around. It just looks nicer. Having the flags here in the front and the gardens in the corner at the back. Yeah, that looks really cool. And I want to start just paving some of the roads. I think we can get that going so that the people can walk a little bit faster when they move around. Let's see a predator. Oh man. No, in fact, I think what I want to do is I want to maybe move my barracks towards this side. I think I'm going to just do that. Let's just send the soldiers out first. I'm going to keep the soldiers here. And let's move the barracks. I think it's going to be better just to have it here. That's it. Because the raiders always attack from this side, or the base come from this side, so yeah. There we go. I want to pave a couple of these roads. And what I also want to do is, I've got the gold now, so I want to add some extra decorations as I've mentioned before. I want to maybe go for this statue. Or actually, let's just see this big one. I want to see how much this one costs. 2,500. Okay, so that's maybe a little bit steep. I'm gonna go for the medium statue. Although I do think the bigger one is gonna look nicer. You know what, let's just go for it. Let's place the big one in here. It's gonna fit very nicely in here. Yeah, I'm gonna put it down just like that, because that's gonna give us such a nice boost in desirability. So we've got the statue up now, and you can see there's a whole bunch of houses now that's also upgrading. That's really boosted our desirability for the town overall. And we've got, actually this one house is now over 100. Now we do need 100% desirability in order for the house to upgrade to a mansion. So it first upgrades to a manor, and then from there it will go into the mansion. So at least this house is sorted out now for its desirability. And I'm seeing here now, you know, they kind of like force you now to produce beer for the people. But the only problem is if they get drunk, they don't work as effective, and they sometimes get into fights, and then you've got to send them to the healer's house, and I don't know, I just feel like it causes unnecessary problems. But maybe if we do produce beer, maybe that will also lure more immigrants coming in. I think so. I'm not really sure if that's a thing. But let's just see if we can just sell a few items here to this trader. So this trader's only got 1,600 gold, but I feel like I want to purchase this relic, the Tusk of the Autumn Boar. We can maybe use the money that we can get from the other trader to purchase that. But I think this is something that we need to have if we want to take on that big raider camp. And we can definitely sell some of the herbs. We've got so much. So I'm going to just add my herbs here to the town, the trading post. And let's see what else we can sell over here. So we need to sell quite a lot of items through this trader in order to generate enough money. Suppose we can do some planks and sell some of the planks. And we can also purchase hauberks, and we can purchase stone from this trader. I would love to, but I think... Now see, this is also a nice one, the Shard of Markovian's Blade. But yeah, this one is super expensive. This one's only going to cost us 2,300. So I'd rather purchase this maybe. Let's see, push the coin up. 1,400. Yeah. Okay, so now we've got enough for this one. Good. And then we can just do another trade here. And we can sell this. Okay, so now we've got a decent amount of gold again. And I'm going to go ahead and purchase some iron as well. Let's just do it like so. I'm tempted to purchase some stone. I don't think we need to purchase the hauberks because we're producing that. So yeah, let's just purchase some stone. And I'm going to just go ahead and purchase even more iron. Yeah, let's just maybe sell some additional herbs to this trader. Get a very good price for this. Here we go. I think with that amount of herbs we're going to sell, we're going to take all the traders' money. So now I want to see here. So what we can do, Hunter Cabins yields 30% more meat. Yeah, see, in winter times the food is looking good at this stage, but when winter comes it struggles a little bit. But now I'm thinking I want to maybe change this so that we can have the Tusk of the Autumn Boar. Food spawns 25% slower. Yeah, let's maybe replace this one rather. Yes, let's do that. Okay, so if we've got that researched, and I think we've got a bigger party of soldiers, we need to take both of the companies, maybe even do a third company of soldiers to take out that bandit camp. I think we mustn't skimp on any troops. Let's just transfer all of this gold across. Actually forgot to do that trade now. Oh man. But at least here's another trader, so let's see if we can do something here. Yeah, I'm gonna just go ahead and sell some of my pottery. Here we go. I want to do another video which we will specifically focus on getting up to the point where we can set up our monument, or the economic monument. So I am going to do another playthrough carrying on with this specific city, but I'm going to label it a little bit different. But if you did enjoy this playthrough, please do remember to like and subscribe if you haven't done so yet, and then I'm going to see you in the next one.
In a game of adventure and strategy, we make our mark. Axial gamer, building kingdoms from the dark. Together